Alright, I'm testing this live streaming out to see if my audio synced up with my video, and in this video I'm going to take a look at this sidearm that I got. The box says the serial number is SY00952. Looking at the valve, the serial is SY00952. It's in a holster. I'm not sure, I thought it might be new, but looking at some of the different things on it, like there's Teflon tape on this feed tube cap, so it might have been lightly used. It's kind of neat. There's a steel front sight, a stainless steel front sight embedded in this feed tube cap. The feed functions similar to the FAT adapter, so you dump your paint in here. Let me start over on that. You would pull your spring loader forward, lock it in place, then you dump your tube in like that, fills up, probably holds about 10 paintballs, and then you push your spring down and it goes forward or goes back like that, put some tension on the stack of paintballs. Back here we have our 12-gram plug. So there's an O-ring around it, which is why it's a little bit of tension to pull it out. You can see we have two O-rings. It actually pierces in the back, so when it's screwed in like this, we can see that here's our piercer. It looks like a Crossman piercer. I believe it's held in with a retaining snap ring, and I'm also pretty sure that the Crossman piercer might be cut down. I seem to remember that from looking at some internal diagrams of this. You can see we have two exterior O-rings, and we have a hole that actually lets the air from the front of the 12-gram into the valve right here. So pierces your 12-gram and immediately airs up your valve. Looks like it's oiled pretty well. Let's slide it back in. Feels like the tube here is a larger outer diameter, or a larger inner diameter right here, and then in the area that actually seals with the air pass-through hole, the inner diameter is a little bit smaller, if that makes sense, and that's what actually seals against the O-rings. So now I'm going to take the valve out. A couple other things to point out is we have a standard twist lock barrel, except for its center feed right there, and looks like the twist lock detent, or twist lock nubbin I guess I should say, is on the left side. So let's see, I can slide this back in, feel around for the right spot for it to slide in. Oops. So there's my twist lock notch, so I want that to be facing straight down. Does not want to slide in right now. Mess with that in a little bit. Now I'm going to take the valve out. Take my quick strip screw out first. Pull my quick strip screw out right there. Drop it down. We can see, looks like it uses an RT frame. And we have our spacer, our brass spacer right there, right here, which acts as like a, I don't know, kind of a ring around the actual quick strip screw. So now with our quick strip screw out, see if our valve can actually slide out. I have never disassembled this before. I actually just got it a few weeks ago. I don't know if there's any tricks to the disassembly on this. Feels to me like it's just kind of wedged in, because there are going to be O-rings around it to seal the valve in the same way that the 12-gram piercer has O-rings. So here we can see are the two O-rings that go all the way around the valve, and we can see that we have our two inlet holes. Pretty neat. Now we're looking at our on-off. I had thought that it's a standard level 7 on-off, but we will soon see. use my fingernails to loosen it up. Does look like a standard level 7 on-off. Has a couple, oh, they're just oil bubbles. Feels like it's never been disassembled before. Now I'm going to take the back of the reg valve body off. Look in there. So we have one pass-through hole from the reg valve body. So our air comes in these holes. I guess it exits that top hole into a reg valve body, and then it goes in through the reg brass piston and into, I guess, in through the center. I always forget on Automags how the actual air passes through, but I think it goes in through the center, and then it passes through the center disc inside the on-off here. Take that out again, and then I'll just knock my center brass piece off. Doesn't come off super easily, but I think I can get it out like this, just for a demonstration. Not super easy to get this out, but anyway, there we go. So, you see our centerpiece for our on-off is just the standard typical piece. Oops, shit. I think this is the right way to put this in. I always forget about this. Okay, so that goes like that. And we can see this is where our air actually passes through. And then, yeah, I'm not going to even bother to explain it because I'm not the best at explaining the air function for this. See if the bolt comes off. There we can get the bolt off. It looks nearly brand new. It does have a removable power tube tip. Uh-oh, my stream's dying. Anyway, see if our stream holds up. That's why it's kind of just a test still. But there is our sidearm valve. Another neat thing is it has the serial number laser engraved on both the back reg valve body and the front of the valve, which again it says SY00952. So now I'm going to slide my valve back in here. Line the little Z-lock pin on my valve up with the notch in my rail. When it's lined up, then I'll just slide right in. Will be a little bit of tension where my O-rings are. That's okay. I can just hold it in with my thumb, and I'll screw my quick strip screw in. Push my bubble wrap down. Now, let's see if I can get my twist lock barrel in. I think the issue is that I'm just not pushing hard enough here. So, there's my rail, or there's my twist lock pin notch on the bottom of the barrel. I just make sure that points straight up. There we go. Guess I just didn't have it lined up right. So there we are, reassembled. Put it back in its holster, and that's our little stream test for today. And our look at the sidearm. There's our manual right here. We also have a bag of little spares. So thanks for anyone that actually went through watching this, and yeah, that's it.